at Rottneyville. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will have the first possession of the game. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the Jules Shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these 2 blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these 2 teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The Jules Shillelagh.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Right back to the well. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Trojans offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer. They took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on it and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. Let's see what the Irish have tonight.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're trying to get to him. Makes the catch. It's Peters. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is, hey, who's going to play quarterback? We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The short hands, it's Miles. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Tackled, but he has a first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the deep...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback moving. Got it in the middle. It's Miles. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
It's complete.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
Trying to pound it in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on the...
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. 1st down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Siegel. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Segal. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He makes a grab, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating the defenses.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Bradford. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It's the better play there by the defense.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the Jeweled Shillelagh. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCaffrey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the route is on. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running the football, nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Siegel. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. But great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Stein. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
He's got it again. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking off. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Segal. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. This is a 3rd and long. Getting some heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one. Even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, they're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to...
Running toward the tape. At the 20. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now on 2nd down and short. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The give as they work on that clock. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Jumped on top of the pile. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the grab. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time Guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll give it to the back. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.